Hey everyone, I am Robin the Copy Bitch. This is Stewie, my sidekick sloth, and today we are answering a commenter's question. And I'm going to look at my screen so I can actually quote the question accurately. The question is, what do beginners need to start copywriting? That's a great question, right? Yeah. So we've talked about pieces of this in other videos, but I'm going to kind of do a big brain dump right now in this one. So let's get started. Okay, first up, what do beginners need to do copywriting? First of all, you have to have a gut check and make sure you actually know how to write well. So you need writing chops. That's a phrase you'll hear me use over and over again on these little YouTube videos. And what I mean by that is you actually have had someone say to you, hey, you're a great writer. Maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's an employer. You've been complimented. In your gut, you know you're strong. You understand grammar and punctuation and how to create an opening sentence and the right paragraph length. Here's the thing. If you're not so sure those skills are up to snuff, you can learn them. You can improve them. So that's the very first step you need to take. Have the gut check. If you know you're a good writer, okay, we can talk about what's next. But if you're not so sure, or you know you need to kind of refresh your memory, take a course. There are plenty out there online, in person. Do that. For the rest of this video, I'm going to assume that you actually are a good copy or a good writer. And now we'll get into what else you need to do to start copywriting. Okay, you have strong writing skills. Now you need to learn copywriting skills. Guess what? This is a learnable skill too. You need to learn the basics of copywriting. There are plenty of ways to do it for free and for low investments. Let's talk about some of the free ones first. The first place you're going to want to go to is HubSpot Academy. That's HubSpot Academy. Check out these two courses, inbound marketing and content marketing. They're actually certifications, not courses. You could bang these out in a weekend. Honestly, do it. You're going to get a crash course into the tenets of inbound marketing, into the tenets of content marketing, and it's going to give you the lay of the land, all right? From there, it's just a matter of going to all the different resources online. Some ones that I recommend: Copyblogger, Marketing Profs, AWAI, that's AWAI, HubSpot's blog, Search Engine Land. So many places online will teach you the ins and outs of copywriting. I'm a self-taught copywriter, and I did this back in 2002 before we had tons of YouTube tutorials, before HubSpot existed, before all the social media sites had taken off. And I still learn as I go. Even 20 plus years in, I'm constantly learning. So you're going to want to learn the ins and outs of copywriting, and you're going to be learning a lot as you go along, but that's what you have to do as a beginning copywriter or someone who wants to get started in this copywriting thing. What else do beginners need to start copywriting? You're going to need a reliable computer, reliable internet access, some sort of software to actually write the copy. So a Microsoft Word or a Google Docs, both of those work. Those are the most common ones that I'm encountered day to day in my day-to-day client life. So you're going to want to make sure you have that. You're going to want to practice. All right. And that's something that I think a lot of new copywriters overlook. And you can do that. You can do that right now. After this video, you can go online, or you can, look through your emails for some of the so-called junk emails that you get from all the places you subscribe to, and start critiquing the subject line. Start looking at the body copy and figuring out how would you do it differently. Then rewrite it. Practice other subject lines. Look for direct mailers that come in the mail, and again, study the headlines. Look at the copy. What would you do differently? Rewrite it. Recreate it. So I started drawing, or getting really into drawing, at the beginning of this year, and every day I'm going into my sketchbook and I'm just practicing. I'm practicing lines. I'm doing circles over and over and over and over, because that's how you get better and you develop all the muscle memory to do the work that you need to do. And that's something that beginners need to do to start copywriting. Okay, in addition to just learning, and being a sponge and soaking it all up, you're going to want to kind of network. Not kind of network, you're going to want to network. You're going to want to network with people online, possibly in person. You're going to be hustling as you're trying to get clients. I do have videos on a lot of this stuff, so I'll link to them below, but I have a video on how to land your first copywriting clients, how to start a copywriting business. I'll include those below. I think I have a video on networking. I don't know if I do, but if I don't, I will do one. But you're going to want to network. So how do you do that? Follow writers online. There are a ton of us out there. So subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. But look at some of the other copywriting channels out there. There are a lot of good ones. Follow writers on LinkedIn. Many of them are incredibly generous with their tips, with their time. They have newsletters, they have blogs. So check that out. Again, you just want to be a sponge and you want to learn as much as possible. And talking to writers, that's a great way. And here's the thing. I get overflow work sometimes. So if I meet someone who is a really good writer and I feel that they're not only a good writer, but they're going to be a good business person, like someone who's pleasant to work with, someone who's going to make deadlines, I will happily refer to other writers and have. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm not saying I want to be inundated right now with requests, but anyone you meet, if you leave a good impression and you show that you're interested and smart and you're eager, they're going to remember you. You shouldn't be just doing it for that reason. And you shouldn't be, showing up and putting your little paw out going, what work can you give me? Let it happen organically, but that can be another great benefit of doing the networking. What else do beginners need to start copywriting? I'm starting to now get into a little bit of the business world. So if you're really serious about starting a copywriting business, you're going to want to have some sort of stronger online presence. So you'll want to boost up your LinkedIn profile. You'll want to think about creating a very simple website. Super simple is fine. Homepage, about, portfolio, contact. In your portfolio, because I know this is always a sticking point for new copywriters because you haven't had your first clients yet, so how can you get your samples? That's okay. You can do some of those samples that you are just doing as exercises. Pick some of the best ones. So examples of emails, examples of landing pages, examples of direct mailers, examples of blog posts. And then as you do work with clients, you can swap in the real client work into your portfolio. But you're definitely going to need some sort of online presence. I don't care what any of the other writers out there. There's some writers out there who say, you don't need any experience. You don't need a website portfolio. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but you do you. But that's something that I recommend. You're going to want to have some sort of online presence. Something else that new writers could possibly do. Now, I haven't done this, but I know that folks who have, and it's been extremely helpful, is working with a writing coach or a copywriting coach. They're out there. Just Google writing coach, copywriting coach. And these are folks you work one-on-one, and yes, you do have to pay, as you should, but they will help critique your writing and help elevate your writing and kind of show you where you're, can improve. One of the benefits of paid courses, so if you take a course through Copyblogger or AWAI, is you will get instructor feedback. So that's another avenue that you can pursue. Yes, you have to spend some money, but the reason why is because you're working one-on-one with an instructor rather than a HubSpot Academy where everything is just, kind of turnkey and you watch when you watch and then you pass a course, okay? So there can be a lot of benefit in doing that. Now, a caveat, don't be sending me your writing to look at. I'm just not built for that. That's just not my area of expertise and I don't have the bandwidth. So there are copywriting coaches out there who are happy to do that, and that's what they do. So Google them, and that's a great way to improve your writing quickly. And that's something that beginning copywriters can do, probably to great success. Okay, so let's recap. What do beginning writers need to start copywriting? You need to be a strong writer. You need to love writing too. So you might be a strong writer, but if you hate writing, if you were that kid in school who hated getting assigned reports and term papers, this job might not be for you because that's what it feels like pretty much every day. Like, I've got a report to write. I've got a term paper to do. So you need strong writing skills. You need to love copywriting. You need to learn the tenets of copywriting, inbound marketing, SEO, all the terms. It's not just copywriting. A lot of people just focus on the writing, but most successful writers today have many other skills. And especially as AI is out there and kind of competing for what we do, it's really important, I think, to develop other skills, including graphic design skills. So you can kind of be that comprehensive package, that go-to package, or that go-to person that can do so many things. So make yourself more valuable by learning other stuff that's related to copywriting. You're going to want to have reliable computer and internet and software so you can actually do the writing work. You're going to want to practice, do copywriting exercises, samples, critique everything you encounter. Follow as many copywriters and marketers and social media mavens and all those folks as well, because you're going to learn a lot. You're going to want to engage with them, and you never know when someone might say, hey, I got some business for you. So that's a great way to do it. Consider working with a copywriting coach. That can be a way to fast track your skills and to get feedback. So that's kind of what I would say you need. I'm looking at the question here, to start copywriting. Now, to start a copywriting business, separate subject, have another video about that. But if you have questions about any of this, or if I've forgotten something, which is quite possible, leave it in the comments. We love hearing from you. And if you found any help from this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps us out. Consider subscribing to my channel. I'm always putting out copywriting content, including the shorts. I just started doing that. So if you want kind of quick hits, I got some 15-second videos. Yes, believe it or not, without Stewie, but that's why. I am Robin the Copy Bitch. This is Stewie, my sidekick sloth, and we will see you next time. Bye.